Hey, what's up, people? Just got done watching WWE Monday Night Raw. Gonna give my quick thoughts on that. WrestleMania 26 build-up has been in full swing for the past 2 weeks. Gonna give my thoughts on that. Also, I am JayDub. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and click that yellow button over there. Thanks. But before I get into the actual video, I have to give a shout out, give thanks to the people who stopped by JayDubShow.com and watched and chatted with me during Monday Night Raw. Basically, on JayDubShow.com, we have a chat box that's open 24/7, but I'm always in there basically like anytime wrestling is on. So hopefully you guys stop by tonight during WWE NXT, 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Sci-Fi. So click the link in the description box. Hopefully I'll see you there. Stop by, say what's up, Let's get into Monday Night Raw. We had Cheech Chong as a celebrity guest host. They're legendary comedians, even more legendary stoners. And WWE kind of touched on that with their comedy tonight. They had them getting high off of Lucky Charms that Hornswoggle gave them with his face on the front of the box. It was corny as hell, but I will admit it was funny to me. Not saying that it had to be funny to you, but I guess I have a screwed up sense of humor. I found it funny, even though it was corny as hell. I will admit it was corny as hell. And not everybody is going to like the brand of humor that WWE does with these celebrity guest hosts, and hopefully, just so the damn complaining can end, hopefully they end this celebrity guest host concept pretty soon. I'm hearing that Stone Cold Steve Austin will be the last celebrity guest host. He's booked for the March 15th show, and yeah, they don't have anything booked after Stone Cold Steve Austin for the celebrity guest host. So we don't know if he'll be the last one or they're gonna book something after him. But that's like a wait and see thing. I was not for them having a celebrity guest host concept during like the road to WrestleMania. So ever since the Elimination Chamber started, it's supposed to be serious in WWE right now, and yeah, it's kind of messing up the mood of the show when you have all of this serious stuff going on. Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Triple H, Sheamus, all of this stuff going on. Then you have bull riding matches and pillowcase fights and leprechauns joking about getting high off of Lucky Charms and all types of shit like that. Like, I don't like that. Like, this is the one time of the year where they're supposed to be serious, down to business, and yeah, I never thought that this celebrity guest host angle would fit with the whole road to WrestleMania. So hopefully it ends pretty soon. But yeah, the show itself, it was pretty good. It was kind of lacking on actual in-ring time, but I say if you're going to lack on in-ring time, obviously WWE had something to build up to, and that was WrestleMania 26. But if you're going to lack on in-ring time, make sure whatever you do it right. And I do think that they did it right in this episode. You had a lot of talk. You had talk between Shawn Michaels and Triple H. They were talking about a match that was booked last week, Streak versus Career, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 26. This is a redo of their match last year, but like I said, it's going to be Streak versus Career. This time it has an added gimmick to it. Yeah, I'm not going to give my full thoughts on this match just quite yet because I actually haven't sat down and thought it out, because this is kind of crazy to me. Like, I don't want either one of those things to end. Like, both of those things are epic. You have the Undertaker's WrestleMania winning streak that has been around for years upon years upon years. He's won 17 matches, lost 0, and for that to be thrown away, it's kind of crazy. And also we have Shawn Michaels. His whole career, I call Shawn Michaels, like, I don't know if most of you guys, I don't think I've said this in a video, but I think that Shawn Michaels is the greatest all-around performer, the greatest of all time. I really do think that about Shawn Michaels. And even at 45 years old, at 44, 45, whatever he is, he's still great. A lot better than most guys, half his age. So, yeah, I don't want his career to end either. So it's kind of like I'm holding this off as long as possible because I don't want it to be a real thing, because I said I don't want either of those things to end. Also, I didn't want to see this match again, but WWE has been pulling me into it with the promo that Undertaker and Shawn Michaels did last week, with the promo that Shawn Michaels and Triple H did this week, which was even better. I absolutely loved that one. And yeah, they're pulling me back into it. I was kind of reluctant about seeing this match, but yeah, they're doing a good job, pulling people back into seeing it and making it an important thing. Another, talking segment that they had tonight was WWE Champion Batista and John Cena. Batista, you know, he had the security. We've seen this thing before plenty of times. He came to the ramp with the security, and he was like, you know what? This security isn't to protect you from. It isn't to protect me from you. I had to work that out in my mind. It isn't to protect me from you. It's to protect you from. Yeah, that's it. You from me. Yeah, I'm kind of crazy. I guess I've been chewing on those Lucky Charms too. Please forgive me. But yeah, that was kind of cool to see. And I think Batista, this was his best mic work in a while. I'm really starting to be impressed with Batista. A lot of you guys know that I said before that Batista, he's the main eventer that I don't really care about. Like when people ask me which wrestler do I hate, I don't hate any wrestler. I just don't really care for Batista. But he's really starting to, you know, up his status in my book. With last week with him taking out John Cena, this week with him with his promo on John Cena, basically he shut John Cena up. He had John Cena at a loss for words, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people were happy at that. You know, John Cena wasn't in the ring preaching on the damn mic, and you know, so it was pretty cool to see Batista on the mic, and you know, he was really, really, really good. I'm starting to really like Batista. Yeah, so they have a match at WrestleMania 26. It was booked last week because Batista got disqualified in the match between him and John Cena, you know, and this week he rationalized that. He intentionally got himself disqualified. He rationalized that, saying, you know what, you became the poster boy in WWE, and basically I was pushed off to the wayside. And I'm thinking to myself, he does have a point, but that's like rightfully so. Like I'm not a huge fan of John Cena, but I've always liked John Cena more than I liked Batista. And Batista was talking about how him and John Cena are the biggest stars in WWE since the Attitude Era. I don't totally agree with that. I think John Cena and Randy Orton are the two biggest stars in WWE in the whole world of wrestling since the Attitude Era. So, yeah, that match is booked for WrestleMania. Also, another match booked for WrestleMania, Chris Jericho versus Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship. Edge challenged Chris Jericho this last last week's episode of Monday Night Raw. And did I talk about the Money in the Bank? If I did, I don't know if I did. Man, see, here's these Lucky Charms again. But no, I think I did. I don't know. Tell me. I'm totally losing it. Tell me down in the comment section below. But yeah, I guess we're going to have another match booked pretty soon. It's going to be Triple H versus Sheamus, I'm guessing. That seems to be the way that it was going. But I want, you know, like, it seems like Triple H was kind of lacking with the storyline to go into WrestleMania. But, you know, he was like the big dog in WWE last year with him and Randy Orton. I will say that no feud this year is coming close to touching like the epicness of Triple H and Randy Orton last year. Like WrestleMania this year, the build-up is okay to good. I won't say it's anything near great. It's okay to good. And speaking of okay to, you know, good, Bret Hart, Vince McMahon, I'm glad that they finally booked this damn match for WrestleMania. You have here these damn Lucky Charms go again. I just said this. Bret Hart versus Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. This video is a total train wreck. I'm continuing on with it. Bret Hart versus Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. You know what? The thing that I didn't like about this feud, and I think I said this in one of my videos, it's too damn crazy. Like, it's like 1 week Bret Hart is invited to Raw. Next week Vince McMahon bans him. Next week Vince says you'll never see him in WWE again. The next week he invites Bret Hart back. Then, you know, he brings Bret Hart back, kicks him in the balls or pushes him down and says he'd never see him again. Then he comes back the next week. Then he's, you know, it's crazy. And I'm just finally glad that they booked this match for WrestleMania, and we'll see what comes out of it. You know, wondering what is Bret Hart's physical capacity, what can he do in a match. I'm guessing that we will see that pretty soon. And I'm wondering, will Stone Cold, when he hosts Monday Night Raw on March 15th, will he involve himself in this in, you know, any shape, form, or fashion? And yeah, I guess I'll end this train wreck right now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for not laughing too hard at me. I'm JayDub. Peace out.